Now I am.
Okay. So thank you all for coming to this focus group for our marketing class. And if I could just have everyone go around, state your name and where you're from.
I'm Brooke. I'm from California.
I'm Nicole. I'm also from California.
I'm Leo from China. I'm Mike from Moscow.
Michelle from California. Aaron from California.
Great. And so are all of you guys either like freshmen or sophomores?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. So you're our focus group. Just to start out, I just wanted to get acquainted with what you guys do in your free time. So just kind of think about it. It's just just a brief conversation amongst yourselves, and then I'll kind of moderate. So if anyone wants to start.
I'm gonna free time.
I think this time is like at the beach. Beach is probably like the easiest thing. Just going on hikes.
Text a friend and hang out.
So you go surfing.
Try to watch some videos.
So you guys do you do more, so you like to do more outdoorsy types of things, that's what I'm getting. So what about at night, or in the evening time when you don't really have the sun? Because you kind of need, the outdoor weather to be kind of there to do things outdoors. So what do you do in the evening time, like for free? Like maybe on a weekend when you don't have homework or something like that.
Everyone's always trying to find things to do at night. Ends up just being like a movie or something.
Living off campus, we usually just go over to other people's houses and watch movies.
Yeah, even if like we just go to another person's room and watch movies.
Yeah, hang out with other people in their house.
We should go on dates, Leo.
And you guys? So you play board games? So generally you guys are always, you like to be in your group or hang out with your friends, but would you guys ever consider like if it was close enough, would you guys ever go to a place like Dave & Buster's or I'm trying to think of some other places like Peter Piper Pizza, kind of, where they have like games like like skee-ball or I don't know, just different types of things. Did you guys ever consider doing that?
We did that.
So did you guys go in town and?
Yeah, we went to town. Brooke actually came to my birthday celebration. We went to Dave & Buster's. Had some fun.
That's cool. And so what inspired that to go out there?
Someplace different than the usual movie at someone's house. And so it was a special occasion. We went to town.
Anyone else familiar with those places and anything else? Okay.
I feel like even this game center is sort of like that kind of thing, except minus the food. And I don't know. We don't use it very, like, at least it just seems like not a lot of people would come and use it. Like they would use the Dave & Buster's or whatever it's called. I think maybe those things are just for like special occasions. Like I don't feel like I would come here every weekend just because money and stuff. And it is just easier to stay home, watch a movie for free.
No, so in that you mentioned food, like seeing people go to Dave & Buster's sometimes for the food aspect of it. Do you think that's important? Like to be included with entertainment? Like, or it's important, like any of you guys?
Yeah. I think it helps. There's something
Yeah.
icebreaker. I guess it takes us back to like childhood, where there's always food and games or like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
And also, I think it depends on like when a group of people, like you have to consider what everyone else, like majority of them, want to do. If they want to come to a game center or they want to go to a certain place. Like when I was in Utah, we have friends we playing like laser tag. Like we just like, oh, let's go play laser tag. So we just go there. It's just like sometimes want to feel doing something.
So it's more of like a collective, like a group idea, but everyone has to be willing to do it. It's a good idea. And you guys mentioned it's more for maybe a special occasion type thing. And then you also mentioned that sometimes money plays a factor.
Yeah, definitely, especially as college students.
Do you guys, do you feel at the Game Center, what inspired you to go to Dave & Buster's over coming to the Game Center, even though it kind of fulfills some of the similar requirements of just, it's a special occasion type of event, you would go out and maybe play games. So what was your deciding factor between going to Dave & Buster's, or did you even consider coming to the Game Center?
Honestly, I was friend napped and didn't know where I was going. But I think it was just I don't know, it's something different, a new location, different atmosphere, and something I've never done. I guess I've only been to the Game Center once, so that would have been fun too. I would have enjoyed my time equally well here. But went somewhere more adventurous, I feel.
Yeah. It was more of an outing. Did you have any planning in her party? Like, did you? You didn't. Okay, that's cool though. How exciting! That does create a little bit more suspense, huh? Anyone else? For reasons like why you maybe don't frequent the Game Center or don't think of to come here, I guess.
Probably because I work in the law center, so I'm always in the law center, and on the weekends I just don't want to be there. So I just go outside of RDA or somewhere cheaper maybe.
So maybe for more variety, yeah, right.
Don't really know about it. I don't know how much stuff costs or when they're open. I never hear about it.
Okay, so lack of information.
Yeah, sometimes I forget.
You forget that, and why do you think that is exactly?
I don't know, I guess I don't have people saying, oh, did you check out the new stuff at the Game Center? There's other things that, did you check out, I don't know, people don't come back with stories after the weekend, oh yeah, I went to the Game Center and had a lot of fun. No, I don't know, I just don't hear it, I guess, from people around campus.
Have you guys ever heard anyone talking about the Game Center in passing, or any of your experiences?
In one of my classes a couple weeks ago, one of our teachers asked if there were any announcements about things on campus, and one of the students had stood up and said that there was a black light type of deal here. It was going to be really fun, and it sounded interesting to me. I was sad I had to be working during that, so I couldn't go. But that was just someone stood up and announced it. But it sounds like they had fun stuff going on here. It's just not well publicized.
Okay, so publicity is kind of an issue because what I'm getting back is maybe it's not a topic of conversation and there's just no information going out. Was it like a cosmic bowling type black light event, or?
I don't remember. They mentioned food and black lights, music, and you had to pay to get in. Even if you didn't want to do bowling stuff, you paid to get in because there was food and all of the stuff
I
was
think
put
that's
together
the
for it.
dance.
No,
The dance
it
out
was
there.
at the Game Center.
I know they open up here so they can hang out as here as well.
I don't know. I
Okay.
didn't go.
Well, yeah. So, but if you know more about it, explain what the setup was.
I remember when I was in the graduation, and then we were doing the dance party in the Aloha Center, but we also open up here so people can, if they don't want really dance, they can come over here and to chill here and to relax.
Okay, so this is more of a place of entertainment after the fact. So you paid though, when people paid, was it at another door? It wasn't here? Or?
Yeah, it was
Okay, alright. So, but you said that sounded fun for you. So were you more interested in the dance part, or were you under the impression it was just at the Game Center?
I thought it was at the Game Center, and for me, it intrigued me because it was something new and different from not boring, than the movie night.
Yeah.
And that's something different, and it was here close. Same with school dances. When you know about those, it gives you something new to do one weekend out of the month. And so I think having those and announcing them, putting up signs or something, I think you could get a lot of people in.
Okay. Yeah. So if you guys knew more about, I mean, is this your first time coming to the game center since you've been to school? Since you've been here? So second time. And what was your first experience here? What did you do here? Like, and what brought you over here the first time that you came?
We play both, and then, but my feeling is the equipment is kind of sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of maybe older,
Yeah.
maybe breaks down.
Yeah.
So was your friend, was he a new freshman, or and do you know how he heard about it, about the game center, or it was just his idea? Okay. So he doesn't go a lot. And then, so you guys, is this your first time here, or?
I've never actually played any of the games, but I've come in here, like, just to see what they have.
To see, because maybe you can't see that online or anything else.
Yeah.
So, and what makes you not, come back? Or do you have no desire, or is it money, or the lack of participation maybe from friends?
Probably like a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I don't really want to spend money on bowling. Like, I don't even know how much it costs, but I just don't feel like bowling or something like that.
Okay.
I actually came I think 2 weeks ago to play with the bowling with friends. And there's only us and the worker. There's nobody else.
So if it maybe is empty, does that create a feeling of does it make you uncomfortable?
We just this is very quiet here. It's like the worker and us, and there's nobody else. And just music playing on this is just I guess just waiting out.
So is it kind of boring? Even though you're doing something and you're kind of entertaining yourself, you still kind of feel bored. Do you go ahead? So with that, would you feel more comfortable, or would the game center be more exciting if there was more of a lively atmosphere?
Yeah, and I feel like if everyone maybe over here have a certain goal to achieve to all competition or something, it would probably make it more exciting.
So maybe if you had a pool competition,
Yeah.
and then you have a lot of people and okay, I like that idea.
I was going to say, I don't know why I didn't realize this before, but with the billiard tables and the ping pong tables, it's similar to this college I attended before, the Institute building there. It just had foosball, ping pong, and pool tables, and it was always lively. There was always someone playing. All of the tables were always full, and people would sit around and watch, and they enjoyed it. And so, I mean, that was all church members. I feel like we should all like those kind of things, and they're here. So this, I don't know, I feel that it has potential. I don't know where I go with that, but
Do you think though in that atmosphere did it cost anything to play?
no, it didn't. And that was where people would go over to the Institute when they had an hour break between classes or they needed snacks, because there was food there too. And so that was like the hangout place. It was the place to be. And then I can see for bowling and stuff, of course you would want to charge money for that. And I don't know if this stuff is free or not.
I believe you do have to pay
Yeah.
to play.
Okay. But it's a business, so that's understandable.
But yeah, I just wanted to gather the differences. So and it was the location a little bit better for the.
It was the same. It was right across the street from campus, and this is on campus, so the location's almost even better, easier access.
The location here is better.
Yeah.
Okay, and the game center. Okay, that's interesting.
The first time that I actually came to the game center was for an FAG, and they were still charging everything, but it was kind of like that atmosphere, everyone was playing a little, everyone was playing something, and even people were waiting for turns for the ping pong or the pool table, and I think they were having a ping pong competition, and it was just it gave me a good impression of the game center, but I just didn't come back because I didn't get a chance to play anything, and I don't know. I don't know why I didn't come back, but it was like a good first impression. But
Do you think maybe that first impression was maybe because it was a little bit more lively and your peers were here?
I think the second time that I did come in here, it was like a Friday night, and a friend of mine was working at the desk, and it just wasn't the same. But like, it didn't fulfill like the expectation that I had the first time. So it's kind of like, oh, I guess it's not that cool to hang out here or something.
And your initial first impression, what you were expecting, can you explain what you were expecting the second time that you came?
I guess the first time I was here, there was food. You know, there was other things to do besides play. Like, you kind of just sit and enjoy people. You know, you can eat and enjoy people playing. You didn't have to participate yourself. And I guess the second time, I don't know, I just didn't want to play, but it was just awkward just sitting there, you know.
Yeah. Maybe you weren't necessarily part of anything or something. Okay. Anyone else? What in the future, like if you could design like your own game center and it was your own everything, what would be different or what would be the same?
I would say just like little things like like broken couches and stuff would make a big difference. Just feeling more welcome, like you can just hang out and chill and have fun.
Okay.
I think this place, kind of like for me, it's like next to the Alpha Center. It's kind of bright spot. Like the door is kind of like a little bit and so it's like people. I think that, I don't know, more like people wanting to go maybe like or something, so that people more attention to it.
Okay.
But especially like Hawaii, like we have a lot of stuff to do outside. So like it has to be more like something more to come here. Cause like going outside and not spend money, we can do easy to do that. So like actually something more we can do it. And also like there's like if there's like a game stuff that like maybe like little stuff that like each individual people have like I know some game center has like coins and stuff and you play with it and then like back in Japan like you can save the like record of it and then when you come back you can play with it again if you're on the medal or something
Okay.
with the coins and then with the and then you can play with the games and stuff instead of like using a lot of money. So
So you can kind of pay as you go, or if you want.
yeah, first time like if you do some like medal and then like probably like you pay for it like and then like $1 and then like you get coins and play with the games and stuff, but you can also save the coins and you can play with it next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more catered towards the player. Okay.
Like a song was saying how it's not very lit up, it's kind of dark at the doors. I don't even know, is there a sign out front that says this is the game center? So these are like the mysterious doors, you don't know what's inside. So there is something out there to draw you in. And one of the things I would do differently, that was the question, something.
Yes.
I think that these tables that are open, in order to initially draw people into the game center, get that lively feeling, get people used to coming in here, I would probably have those open and have another way of getting income with the bowling or the little machines on the side, having food revenue of some sort. I think it'd be simple enough to have a vending machine at least. No, I don't know.
There's one.
There's one. I don't know, other ways to bring in revenue, but to get people here initially, I feel like that's where the game center is lacking.
Okay. Is maybe so? Just to sum that up, is maybe the appearance on the outside and maybe having it be more, or the food. I'm sorry.
Oh, it was kind of, I guess, all. So yeah, something on the outside, having, like if those tables were free and open to come in and just play,
Free,
this
okay.
would become a place to go in your leisure time. It would bring people in. They'd be more aware to like, oh, let's go bowling this weekend. I usually play ping pong, but let's mix it up and go bowling.
Okay.
But just needing to get people here.
So you're saying to get people here, maybe do some things free of charge, but then you said to add maybe food revenue, and that's where you would base your revenue from,
Yeah,
I guess.
that-
But I mean, you could also attract them to play bowling, which is for charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if also I'm thinking there's some event going on here, they should like maybe put on like the weekly announcements, or maybe like I don't know if text that's some people find the text messages annoying, but like at least give some like publicity, give to people idea that something going on here will be like super awesome. Let people think that is awesome.
Okay, so, I like that idea, like those mass texts though that you're talking about, and letting them know just this is what's going on, so maybe more publicity then. Okay, so that's what you would change. Yeah.
Another thing is like for freshman orientation, they don't even talk about the game center. I think that would, if they like came in here for an activity or something like that, because they usually just like go outside or like give tours or go to the PCC. But if they like came to the game center when they first come to school, I think a lot more people would like check it out and like know it's there when they first got here.
It's a good idea, so more of like an initial, like if they almost did a freshman party type thing.
So I don't, because like they do tours, but I don't think they even come to like the game center. They're just like, oh, this is the Aloha Center, and then they go like to all the classrooms.
Okay,
So like initialize it there.
that's a good idea.
Well, like, I think even though, like, they don't speak a tour, I think the freshmen kind of take herself to go around campus and, like, see, but, like, when they go, like, come in, like, first impression, nobody's here, and then so the next time, like, you don't really want to go with, like, nothing there.
Okay.
So, like, you have to be always, like, completely, like, active.
Having it be here, yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay, that's good. And then do you have any?
For me, I usually spend a lot of money in arcade in Hong Kong, and because the game is new and you can attract me to play. So if the game is new and it's funny, and then I think it can attract more people to play.
Okay, so maybe if is it just arcades, or like are you saying if maybe things were just updated in general, it would be better?
Yeah, like the game drive.
Okay.
It's kind of old and boring.
Okay. So just a good update would bring you here more. Okay, and then just lastly, I guess, did anyone else have any other inputs of what they would do to change the game center? If you could do anything to it.
I think the most important is to attract people to come to here. And this is my first time to come to game center, but I went to the restroom outside, and I didn't notice that this is the game center. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't find out. I think we can like make some decoration outside and maybe play some music. And I think the capacity of here is not large. Like, if the game over there, like, they only allow like less than 10 people to play over there, and so the remaining people can only play bowling and ping pong and stuff like that. So yeah, we have to find some way to allow more people to come to here.
So go ahead.
Allow the way you guys can get some people to come over to campus and we can let some games to open for free, like they will actually come for here and more people do some games for free, and they may get after they get out of playing those games, they may actually play some games like bowling or play for the other games.
The arcade, okay. That's a good idea. And is there, if there was anything else, like, similar to your experiences with Chuck E. Cheese or Dave and Buster's, what would you want, or what is it that they have that the Game Center is lacking and that you feel would change your opinion about it?
I I was just thinking, like, I've never really been to Dave and Buster's, and I don't know if they have, like, prizes, but, like, I was thinking of, like, when I used to go to Shakey's or Chuck E. Cheese, there was always, like, a purpose to the games you were playing, you know, like, you were playing to have fun, but at the end, you always got, like, a little, you know, those tickets that you could claim for something, and I know it's, like, childish to have, you know, stuffed animals or something, but it could be something useful for, like, a college student, like, I don't know. I'm not very creative, but just like, you know, some kind of school
Like
supply or
toothpaste
like,
or
or
like,
even like a
yeah.
free game on the, you know, the pool table, like a free game for your friends, stuff like that.
So more of like an incentive then? Okay, that's a good idea.
I've been to Dave and Buster before, and the reason why I went today is because my friend told me that it was fun, and I think the reason why not much people come to here is because most of the people say the internet is kind of boring, and that's what I heard because I wanted to come to here before, but my friend told me that no one, like not much people come to here. So I think if we can get more people to come to here and to experience like what game center is like, and people we have more feedback and so more people can come. Like we can have some promotion, like we have like bowling competition or like 3 days so people can experience.
So they can maybe test it out.
Yeah, so we have to get people to come to here first and experience it.
Okay, so you're saying there needs to be an initial experience, almost like Erin was saying, either have a free tour or even do like a freshman night or something when you first get here.
Or you could even have like, you know, people have a free game day.
Yeah.
And they could like sell food or sell something else, so they wouldn't like lose
Money. Do you think that it would be valuable even if they didn't sell food? Do you still think it'd be valuable for them to do that?
I think it might, yeah.
Okay.
But just stress that it's not always free, I guess.
Okay. And then would you guys, so I see, I mean, some of the major topics I see are that with you guys is you want to come to a place with your friends. And so right now you're more comfortable maybe hanging out at home, watching a movie, or just hanging out at someone's house or someone's holiday, because you just want to be with your friends. But if like the game center, I guess, was more popular and more of a place to hang out, do you think that would drive you guys to go, you know, out of your comfort zone of, I guess, of being home and being socially, like, you know, I guess out, you know, being not indoors or whatever, you know, but being out, I guess, in the social scene? Would that drive you guys more if you knew it was a place where all your friends were? Okay.
I think if it became popular enough, that would be something in your group of friends you discuss wanting to do on the weekends. Like back home, we would go to the bowling alley. We would get about 10 friends at least together, and we would just go bowling for the evening. That was our activity. And so that's something that you plan beforehand, and it'd be even easier that the game center is wanting to do these activities every now and again. That'd be an easy planning. Be like, oh, the game center's doing something. Let's go to that tonight.
Okay. So it gives you something to do that you don't have to plan, but it's different. Okay. Just to wrap everything up, I think, so we've talked about a couple of different ideas today on how to maybe make the game center better. Some of them were publicity and just the information, even knowing that it was a cool place to go. I guess, you know, you don't want to be those first movers, I guess, to do that. You want to know you're going to be in a place with a bunch of different friends and have fun. So if anyone else has any other comments or any other improvement ideas or anything else, then I guess we can go ahead and wrap this up. Is everyone?
Not only like, I was just thinking, like, not only like inside activities, like if the game center offers something like the do, just like right there, like do something like fun games and stuff going on, that would be helpful, because like, even though like it doesn't, like, I don't know, something like feels like outside, because of course people will be activity stuff outside that would more people get attention.
Okay, so if there was maybe like, I'm trying to think,
And then after that they can come over and play other things or it more easily to connect.
good idea.
Yeah, if intramurals are getting people out to do, like flag football or something like that, why not have the game center utilize that? Or BYU HSA that plans beach volleyball, set up a volleyball net out there and they can utilize some of that outdoor activities planning also.
Good idea. Good idea. Well, if anyone else doesn't have anything else, we're just going to wrap this up. Thank you for participating, and feel free to eat more food.
Yeah.